couple players reacted as if it was a fumble, but they say he got the pass off, and it was just batted down.
Looked like it was a throw to Chase Props, but he moved his hand down, batted it down, and in the end, I think it was just an incomplete play.
The lineman got to the backfield and was able to disrupt it before it got anywhere. 2nd and 10, ball on the 14. The Indians' drive still very much alive. No need to worry if you're an Indians fan. Danny Muscadra's leg can most definitely kick a 24-yarder, I would say.
Yeah, he got one last week for about 28, 30.
As long as the line holds.
Yep.
2 receivers to the left of Conley. He's going to roll. He's got Jake Hurst. Jake Hurst on the far sideline. First down. He's going to go untouched into the touchdown. Into the end zone. A touchdown for Jake Hurst.
Yeah, they're making the offenses moving pretty well. It's just they got to figure out the defense.
And the Indians back in it, down by 10 now. 22-12. A point after conversion coming up.
Yeah, here I think they're going to end up going for 2.
I think that's the smart play.
Yeah, if their line can't hold them, then there's no point in kicking an extra point.
You'll still have to score a touchdown and a little bit more to tie it up or take the lead, but 2 points is greater than 1.
Well, this puts in the game into a one-possession game, down by 8 if they can get this completed here.
Yeah, potentially, yes. There's a snap. Logan's going to take it himself. Spins in for the 2-point conversion, and it's good. A much-needed spark for the Indians, and now they trail the West Jefferson Rough Riders 22-14. And we talked about it. We said the Rough Riders halftime talk must have went well. The Indians must have went just as well.
Well, they must have fixed their offense a little bit more, which is good. Now, hopefully, they can hold them on defense, which has been the problem for the Indians tonight. 2
touchdowns on the opening drives of this third quarter, and now Mechanicsburg very much still in it, 14-22 in the third quarter with 8:28 as we get ready for the kickoff. The Village Pharmacy had been serving the good people of Mechanicsburg for a long time. They're located right downtown and can fill prescriptions, provide you with medical supplies, vitamins, and even get you hooked up with some snacks and drinks. Almost anything you need can be done at the Village Pharmacy. Pay them a visit soon. Now, John Canestrero, the owner and operator of that business, is a good friend of mine and my dad's, and a big supporter of the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network, so we'd like to thank him and all our wonderful sponsors here tonight for making this broadcast possible and helping provide you, the fans, with live coverage of your Mechanicsburg Indians athletics. I pulled out my phone and I saw the Browns notification. I thought Landry was out again. That's a low ball. Fielded by Gabe Jones, and he's going to get nowhere as he is gobbled up shy of the 25-yard line. And West Jeff will be pinned back near their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, see those little squib kicks, if you can't get a clean handle on it right away, you're hard to get going. You can't get going top speed, so you get tackled pretty quick. Plus, it takes a long time to get back there.
It does. It takes quite a bit to get back there.
Yeah, so both those plays, one a big kick and one a shorter kick, ended up with the same amount.
And now here come the West Jefferson Rough Riders. Shotgun, handoff, up the middle, full steam ahead, and brought down after about a gain of 15 yards. And Gabe Jones has been the story of this one. He has been incredible.
Yeah, Indians are just they can't stop him. He is unstoppable tonight. So hopefully they have some plans for him that they came up with at halftime that they can do what they need to do.
If they don't, it's going to be a tough conclusion to this one.
Yep.
22-14, the Rough Riders still have a lead, but it's not by as many as it once was. And it's a handoff to Gabe Jones again. Plows ahead. This time only good for about 5. And again, I said it earlier, 5 yards is a win for the Indians if they can hold Gabe Jones to single-digit yardage.
Yeah, the problem is in 2 downs, 5 yards each time is not a third down.
Yeah, nope, that's not good. But,
Nope.
But when it's the number 1 rusher in the OHC, there's only so much you can do to stop him.
This is true.
Shotgun. It's a snap, handoff, and blown up after about 3 yards. Maybe 2. Actually, now that I see where the line of scrimmage was, it's probably a gain of 2. Blown up by number 33, Jake Hurst. 6:44 to go in the third quarter. The 47-yard line's the spot. 3rd and 3. The Indians need to hold here. Force a 4th down and potentially a punching situation if we can get a tackle for a loss here. The same lone back set that West Jeff loves. It's a pass. Caught near sideline. He's going to be brought back.
All right, for
Logan
a loss
Hurst
of 1.
throws him back to the 45, and that's going to be a loss of yardage for West Jeff. And let's see if they decide to go for it.
There's the third play that didn't go to Jones. Instead of an
There's the third one,
incomplete, it was a loss of 1 yard.
It's not good for West Jeff.
This is a big play here for the Indians. They're going for it.
This is huge. They are going to go for it. 4 yards to gain. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
They got to look for a handoff to Jones or a throw to him coming out of the backfield.
This is a momentum decider here for West Jeff. And it's a false start.
Yep, on the defense. So there's the first down.
Wow, a double count. Throws him off guard. And that's going to be an automatic first down. Wow.
Well,
that was a tough one.
Yep. That's hard with those 4th and 4 things. You jump off sides. That's a first down. Results in a first down.
Well, they're going to have to hold them at least 3 more times, if not 4, if they decide to go for it again.
Yep.
And as we keep saying, easier said than done.
Yep.
3 receivers for the Rough Riders. All lined up to the far side. Shotgun snap. Handoff. Gabe Jones on the far sideline. Flag thrown in the backfield as he's brought down after a gain of 2. Couldn't get out of bounds, so the clock's going to continue to run.
Yeah, it's a hold on the offense there, Caleb. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty and repeat first down.
And Mac DeLong lost his helmet, so he's going to take a breather. Chase Props comes in to replace him. And that was a big factor going into this one. I know we agreed not to bring up last year. But last year at this time, Mac DeLong was in the hospital after having surgery on his meniscus.
Yeah, he's had a couple of troubles with his knee, but luckily he's back, ready to go, and eager to play. He hated sitting out last year.
Oh, my goodness, did he not like it. And now it's a long 1st and 20 for the Rough Riders. This is some positive luck for the Indians. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. But as we've seen, 1 run from Gabe Jones can change it. 3 receivers for West Jeff. Gabe Jones up the middle, brought down after a gain of about 4.
Yeah, it was good they took that penalty. Net yards of a gain of about 6-7 yards.
I used to have a hard time questioning why you wouldn't take a penalty until I factored in, the down change and other factors other than yards.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider there, especially even when you factor in sometimes the clock becomes part of that.
Yep.
And where the ball is on the field.
Your momentum going into this one, if you're holding them. 3 receivers. West Jeff fires and out of the hands, incomplete.
Of course, it didn't go to Gabe.
And there you go, the 4th play that didn't go to Gabe. Incomplete, intended for Tyler Oberly. And great coverage there from the previously mentioned Mac DeLong and Noah Wolf. 22-14, 4:09 to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 16 for the Rough Riders on their own 44.
Yeah, I think Coach Forrest has to get the wings to play man-to-man and then put the extra guys looking for Gabe and spying him.
Shotgun snap. Looks to pass again. It's the bomb. Back to Oberly. Out of his hands. Incomplete.
Not to Gabe.
Not to Gabe.
And?
No gain.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. 4th and 16. No doubt a punting situation here. I'd be watching here, though. I'd be watching.
I don't know. On their own 43-yard line, it's a little risky, up by 8.
That might be exactly what they want you to think.
They might not be punting.
What'd I say?
They'll probably drop back and punt
there
it.
it is.
Yeah, there they go.
Just trying to see what Mechanicsburg would do if presented with the conversion scenario. And this is a clean punt. Bebout has it, secures it at the 30, and then is dragged down by his ankles.
That's a good catch. Usually you try to get a fair catch and go up and catch that ball when you're in traffic. You don't want to be popped right after you catch that.
Good chance you drop it.
Very good chance, especially with all those guys coming at you full speed.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
No.
If I saw that rush coming at me, the last thing on my mind would be securing the ball.
Yeah, one game I saw a couple years ago, I think Romero caught one of the punts, and right after he caught it, someone tackled him, and I think he flew back about 5 yards.
Must have been one heck of a hit.
It was. Luckily, he held on to it there, though.
Here come the Indians. 3 receivers from Mechanicsburg. It's a fake handoff play action across the middle, intended for Mac DeLong and picked off. Tyler Oberly dragged down, and now West Jefferson, a big turnover.
Oh, that was a horrible pass. About 10 yards behind the receiver, right into the defender.
That's a momentum breaker. West Jeff will take over at the 24-yard line, primed to score. You got to shake that off. If you're Logan Hurst, you cannot think of that anymore. Wow. The first pick was negated. This one's going to stand. No deliberation needed. 3 receivers, 2-back formation for the Rough Riders. Gabe Jones get to the far side. He's got no one to stop him, and he's going to roll in for 6. And just like that, the turnover flips into points. As it's now 28-14 in favor of the West Jefferson Rough Riders. And the Mechanicsburg stands are silent. Nothing to say about that one.
I don't have much on that.
You can't give up runs like that.
Nope.
Got to stay home.
When they go off guard and their tight end brings the defender wide and the guard comes inside with the next defender, he's got a 10-foot gap there to run, and there is no linebacker filling that gap.
They're going to go for 2, almost a sack, and Gabe Jones is going to get called for a face mask. That was a very obvious face mask call there. The flag came out.
He was stopped short, so they will have to go for it again.
I thought he was in.
I think he stepped out of bounds. I think that's what the near sideline judge says. He's standing on the half-yard line there.
He's most definitely in. We might not have replay, but the coaches next to us do. Yeah, he's most definitely in. If you look at that, he takes a stumble. Yeah, he's in.
Well, unfortunately in OHSAA, you can't use replay. So
nope.
The ref called him out of bounds. That's what they're going to have to do. So they'll be going for it again, though, for 2.
So Mechanicsburg has to do it one more time. Stop them. A 2-point conversion here. 1 receiver on either side, and, of course, Gabe Jones in the middle. He's going to dive. Ran into a wall.
Yep, he got it.
And he has it. Dave Jones, 2 more points. And the West Jefferson Rough Riders now lead the Mechanicsburg Indians by 16. 30-14 is your score. And we'll have more. We'll have the conclusion of the third quarter and the fourth quarter when you come back. Well, it's not the score that Mechanicsburg wanted, but don't count them out yet. 30-14, West Jefferson up by 16 as we enter 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hello, everybody. I'm Caleb Spinner with Tony Muscadri. And the Indians aren't out of it yet. Don't count them out yet. They've still got a nice drive ahead of them here. And Keith Bebout cuts up the middle. Once again, a big return. This one out shy of the 40. Around the 37 or 38-yard line. And Mechanicsburg will start nice territory here.
Yeah, Bebout got that got the kickoff and was at top speed when they hit the defenders and was able to get through a couple of them and break through a couple. But they held on to his feet and were able to take him down right around the 40-yard line.
There is a player down. And it looks just to be a cramp. So we'll cut away from that as Coach Cantrell talks about how to keep yourself hydrated and healthy. So you're Mechanicsburg's coach. We're going to make a hypothetical here while we're waiting on the player to recover. You're the Mechanicsburg coach. What do you do right now to keep your guys in it and keep your spirits high?
I think you just got to get those outside linebackers to pinch it a little bit, keep them excited about it, tell them we're in the game. I mean, our offense has been doing pretty well. As long as they can keep on moving the ball, we just got to stop them on defense. And we did stop them. With an unfortunate penalty, they were able to get their first down.
This is a big drive for Mechanicsburg, no doubt. Here we are, a handoff up the middle to Chase Props, and he's stopped after 2. And Props has been slow today, minus a couple of big plays. And if the passing game's not going to work, they need Chase Props' legs to get some score here. Down 16. So you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
Which are totally possible.
To tie it.
We're still in the third quarter, so.
Yeah, still in the third quarter. About 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Shotgun, Logan Hurst. Deep shot to Keith Bebout. And that was a 50-50 ball, and he's going to come down with it. Huge play for Keith Bebout. And he's loving celebrating as the West Jefferson Rough Riders walk through there.
Yeah, the DB never turned around. He kept on looking at Keith and watching Keith. Keith kept his eye on the ball and finished with it.
Well, it looked like from here, the DB went up, had control of it, and then Keith Bebout pried it away on his way down. It looked like from here.
It's very possible. It's hard to see from this angle.
Yeah, maybe I was making that a little more dramatic than it was, but I think it was pretty good. It was a skillful catch from Bebout nonetheless.
Yes, it was.
And a big play for Mechanicsburg. It's a screen to Jake Hurst, and he's going to get stopped at the 20-yard line. Tried to keep his legs moving. The 30-yard line. Tried to keep pumping his legs, but was just a sitting duck.
Yeah, he held on to him, and he kept him upright, and he had some of his teammates come over and finish it up.
Dave Cale Chevrolet in downtown Mechanicsburg is a great place to buy a new vehicle. The experts there will give you an extremely thorough rundown of any vehicles you're interested in, as well as answer any questions you may have. When you come to a decision, you'll find that Dave Cale Chevrolet has some of the best prices and financing options in the area. So what are you waiting for? Give Dave and Ann a call and browse their huge selection today. Shotgun for Aaron Conley. Pump faked once and decides to get rid of this one. It's caught to kicks Teal out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of a couple.
Well, they had that last play, they lost 5 or 6 yards, so they were able to make that up plus a couple more. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here.
23-yard line of the West Jefferson Rough Riders is where the ball is spotted. 1:16 before we enter the final quarter of play. And the Indians break huddle. Call it now, run or pass?
I think it's going to be a pass. They've been having most of their success with short passes today.
Certainly in the formation for a pass. 3 receivers, an option in tight. And Chase Props is going to function as a blocker, and that one's complete to Keith Bebout. Across the 15-yard line and into the Village Pharmacy red zone.
And that should be good for a first down.
And it is good for a first down.
Yep.
The chains are going to move.
Yeah, they're playing pretty soft on the outside receivers, making sure that they don't get deep on them. I mean, they just got to keep taking advantage of that, like that pass. It's an easy pass and catch, and he's getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 yards each time.
Utilizing the curl routes effectively here.
Yep.
Late game situation. 3 receivers all to Conley's left. 46 seconds and counting down. Conley's going to keep it himself. Up the middle, across the 10 to the 5. No, count him down at the 6. And it's going to be second and 2, 32 seconds left. And Mechanicsburg's knocking on the door.
They are, and with only 20 seconds left on the clock, it's only till the 4th quarter starts, so they would. There's no rush for the clock at this point.
No, there's no rush, but you'd like to score right here before the quarter ends. Same 3 receivers for Logan Hurst. Logan Hurst is going to go out. He's got a couple blockers. Gets up. Is he in? No, they're going to count him short.
Yeah, it looks like he's less than a yard short, though.
It will be a first down, though, so the clock stops to move the chains. But they're going to let the 4.6 expire. And it'll be 30-14 going into the 4th quarter. And, man, this one's getting exciting again. If the Indians can put a touchdown and potentially 2 more points, this could be a game.
Yeah, I think I like scoring at the beginning of the 4th quarter. It keeps your momentum up. You get that excitement starting in the 4th quarter, and then hopefully you can carry it through the whole quarter.
Yeah, I agree, but you gotta strike fast here.
Yeah, this will be 4-down territory for them. They gotta get a touchdown here.
The clock is not on your side if you're Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, again, as long as they can score here, they just have to stop. If they stop Jones, then they'll get the ball back with plenty of time 2 or 3 times. But they have to stop Jones. If they don't
defense
stop Jones,
has to hold firm.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
All this effort would be for nothing if the defense doesn't show up.
That's true. Luckily, it's almost the same 11 players that are out there.
Yeah, it is.
For the most part.
And by now, you should know that almost every play that's going to be a big gain is going to Jones.
Yeah.
So you've got to have ISO or man coverage on him.
Yeah, it's just hard when he's coming out of the backfield like that because their line is so much bigger. If they create those gaps, you got to get your linebackers to hit those gaps at the right time. And if they don't hit those gaps, he's gone.
If they don't hit him right on the money, exactly when they need to.
Yep.
And now Mechanicsburg in a position to score here.
I think this one will be probably a quarterback keep off left guard or left tackle.
At the 1-yard line, Aaron Conley in shotgun. Keith Bebout goes in motion. They're going to keep it to the outside, and Aaron Conley rumbles into the end zone. 6 points for Mechanicsburg. And just like that, it's 30-20 awaiting the PAT. And that's what Mechanicsburg needed, a quick score there.
Yep, that was a great run right off of left tackle or guard, and he was able to get in there untouched.
30-20 on the M.I.B.N. scoreboard presented by Blue Line Inks. Hopefully we get 2 more.
Yeah, he was so easily to get in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the same thing to the right side. Although the one in motion, Keith Bebout, is on the left side. Oh, they got trips on the left too.
Trips receivers left side indeed, and it looks to be a flag on the play.
I didn't even see they got set.
I didn't either. Oh, it's a timeout. Okay, no penalty. Just Mechanicsburg wants to get this one right.
Yeah, this is an important play. If they don't get a 2-point conversion here, they're going to have 2 more possessions to catch the Rough Riders.
So we've seen the defense here. We've seen what West Jeff is going to go for. What are you going to do? Are you going to run it up the middle, to the outside, hit Keith Bebout in motion? What's your play?
I'm either going to do a play action or I'm going to have the quarterback keep it off of one of the guards, left or right. Try to draw him to the wrong side with motion.
This is tough. I think at this point I'm going to go for a trick play. I'm going to do a reverse. I'm going to have Bebout go in motion, take the snap as soon as he gets to me, fake the handoff there, and flip it back to props around the other side.
Yeah, that's always possible. There's not a lot of ground out there between you and that touchdown.
No, there's not.
The goal line, so it takes a long time for those to usually get in motion.
Yeah, but the reason I call a reverse is even if it gets swallowed up in the backfield, it's just no good. It's not like they're going to get the ball there in any better field position. It's still going to be the kickoff.
Yep, let's see what they do here.
And it's another timeout. Coach Forrest using his timeouts loosely. And we're going to step away for just a moment. When we come back, a crucial 2-point conversion as Mechanicsburg is down 10 here early in the 4th quarter. You're watching Mechanicsburg football on the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network. Here we go. Conley. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts in. And they say he's in. 2 points. Aaron Conley. And now it's an 8-point game. West Jefferson losing their lead a little bit. Still up 8. So nothing to get too excited about. But still went from 16 to 8. Coach Forrest, great job on the play call there. Gets it right.
Yep, the only negative part of that is they had to burn 2 timeouts, which could be crucial late in the game.
But if you continue this offensive streak, you won't even need the timeouts. You'll be able to build enough of a lead to where it's over.
It depends on how they do defensively.
Yep, this all rides on the defense.
Yep.
This whole game comes down to this moment right on the defense.
Yep.
But right now, the pressure's on Danny to get a good kick here.
Yes. His meals depend on it. Not really.
I was going to say, I know you keep threatening to cut his meals, but I don't think you're serious. You don't rub me as a guy that would starve his child after a missed PAT.
Especially if he's got to run in a 5K tomorrow.
Yeah. He's at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the Mechanicsburg William B. Saxby Invitational tomorrow. Hopefully we can celebrate a win there. This one's fielded by Gabe Jones. Who else? Over to the far side, and he's knocked out of bounds across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Not quite to the 35. Tackled by number 2, Kyle Hunt. And now the Rough Riders will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, hopefully they can start off where they finished off without the penalty last series. They were able to stop them about midfield, which was good, but then gave them a 1st down right after that by penalty.
A big possession for both the defense and the offense here as we enter crunch time in this game. 11:57 to go. Hand off to Gabe Jones. Up the middle. Looked like it was going to be stopped for a loss, but Chase Props missed the tackle.
I don't know why they have a quarterback, Caleb. They
I don't know
just
either.
hike the ball to Jones and let him run.
Yeah, direct snap to Gabe and just let him do his magic.
Yep. I do like it, though, because it gives them a little bit extra time for our guys to read which direction it may be going.
Well, we've said it. The past 5 times they haven't gone for Jones. It's been either a loss or an incompletion or at least no gain.
Yep.
One receiver on either side. Gabe Jones in the backfield in an eye set. Here comes the Mechanicsburg blitz. Up the middle. Stopped. Gain of maybe 1.
All right. That's a good play by the defense there.
Once again, if you're curious on what's going on throughout the OHC, we have scores on the ticker below. A little bit of updates for you for the rest of conference football. The West Liberty Salem Tigers are currently cruising 28-0 over the Cardinals. Mechanicsburg will play at Triad next week. And then at West Liberty on week 10. So that'll be 4 weeks. Or 3 after this one.
Yep. That'll be another good game for the Indians.
But right now, we've got to finish this one. 3 receivers, but they're going to go with Gabe Jones. Up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Some contact after the play, and that's a dumb foul. That's a dumb move from Mechanicsburg.
That's just showing you their frustration. They just can't stop him. That'll be another 15 yards on top of that. Great run.
A careless mistake. And you know whoever it was that was guilty of that is getting an earful from Coach Forrest on the sideline.
I'm guessing Jake Hurst was going to be close to him.
Why do you do that? Why do you do I'm actually
everybody
curious.
Saw it on there.
Yeah, it's not like football's not a contact sport. You still get to go out and you get to legally hit the guy.
Yeah,
why are we gonna hit him illegally?
3 yards
Come
out
on.
of bounds.
Come on.
Again, they're frustrated.
Yep. Gotta hold him here though. 3 receivers. Gabe Jones, and he spins out of the grasp of Noah Wolf. And the flag is thrown as he moves out of bounds for a minimal gain, if any. We'll see what this flag is. Noah Wolf almost had him.
Yeah, and then he turned around. A couple guys almost had him, but I think he got back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a little bit more.
Let's see which way this penalty goes. One of the players lost a helmet. Number 52 for the Rough Riders, so substitution will have to be made for at least this play. Referee's still debating what the penalty was and which way they're going to put the ball. The working theory is holding against West Jeff in that backfield. And it is against West Jeff. Waiting for the official call. Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face mask. Against the Rough Riders. It'll be a replay first down, but this time instead of a 4th and 10, it's first and long. Excuse me. Instead of a 1st and 10, it's a 1st and long. Instead of the 25, it'll be set at the 36. 10 minutes exactly remaining in the 4th quarter. 1st and 21 for the Rough Riders, but as we've seen, one run from Gabe Jones can make that 1st and 10 again.
Yeah, but at least, the Indians got a little bit of distance there. That helped. Now if they can stop them, it's going to be potentially no points.
This one's probably going to go down to the wire just like it did last year. And the year before that. And the year before that. And the year before that. I formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun. Snap. Handoff to Jones. Up the middle. Still cruising and brought down shy of the 20. Looks to be his 2nd and 8.
Yep, he got almost all the penalty yards plus a little bit back there.
Gain of 11, 2nd and 10.
Man, he hits that line hard, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. It seems like he gets top speed as soon as he hits the ball. And this is where the massive offensive line comes in handy for the West Jefferson Rough Riders. Again, all seniors. They average 280 pounds. Some giants on the line. We haven't seen this before. It's a handoff to Jones, but it's going to be swallowed in the backfield.
Yeah, that was good defense there. They were able to clog up the hole, and he wasn't able to get anything.
I thought I saw a flag, but it was just Kix's bright yellow cleats.
They'll trick you every time.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, here's a key play. It'll be 3rd and 7 or 8. 3rd and 8 for the first down.
And most likely it's going to be a run up the middle.
I'm guessing this is going to be 4th down territory for the Rough Riders also.
Yeah, if they don't get it here, if they even gain a couple, it's most likely going to be a 4th down conversion.
Oh, offside.
And it's an offside, false start.
Yep, on the offsides.
False start against the Rough Riders. They had people moving too early, and that's going to back it up.
False start on the Rough Riders. That's about 5 yards.
That's a tough penalty.
Doesn't change anything. I mean, they still
No.
have a little bit more yardage to go, but it's still going to be 3rd and 13.
At the 28-yard line of the Mechanicsburg Indians. So knocked back out of the red zone there. I'm going to get crazy with this one and predict a run up the middle with Gabe Jones. I know, it's a crazy prediction. Haven't seen it yet this game.
You got a 50-50 chance. They may throw to him running out of the backfield.
They
also.
could. They could. They love that play action.
Oh, another one?
Delay of game, it looks like. Against West Jeff, and it backs them up 5 more.
Now, they're a little rattled here, so they got to get a play off. They're just losing chances of getting that first down.
And I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are Mechanicsburg players that are moving the hand motion to back it up, get back there. A little bit of taunting going on either sideline.
I'm guessing there's a little bit more than a little bit taunting going on down there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some words being exchanged during the plays and after the plays.
Yep.
Some stuff that we can't hear.
Right. Watch
Shotgun.
the throw to Jones.
Has all the time.
Oh.
Throws it. Knocked out of bounds. Incomplete.
All right.
Looked like it was going to be an interception, but we'll take an incompletion.
You know why it's incomplete?
Why is that?
It wasn't to Jones.
It wasn't to Yep, there you go. I should have known it by now.
And actually, they were rolling Jones out to the left, and I think he was pretty open. If they would have gave him the ball, he only had one defender between him and the first down marker.
It's safe to say this won't be a field goal, as it would be a 43-yard attempt if they were going to pull it from here.
That'd be almost a 50-yarder.
Almost. But they will go for it. On 4th and 18, West Jeff is going to go for it.
I don't know why they wouldn't punt this and get it even deeper, try to stop Mechanicsburg, but
They're going to roll the dice here.
they're going to give it to Jones and see if he can break loose.
4 receivers. Drops to pass. It's a throw,
He's not
complete,
getting anywhere.
but it's incomplete, actually. So the Indians are going to take over at their own 33, a first down.
That right there is a moral victory for the Indians.
Held them there. And now 30 to 22, 7-19, the Indians at their own 33, first and 10. Rolled the dice, didn't pay off.
It's hard when you got 15 or 20 yards to go to get a first down. Just hang back and let them throw the ball. Make sure Jones doesn't get the catch, and that's it. Hey, it wasn't to Jones, so
Yeah, it wasn't to
incomplete.
Jones. There's number 7. I'm keeping a tally of these. in the shotgun. Aaron Conley. Long to Keith Bebout. Incomplete.
Wow.
Looked like he had a hand to the face.
Yeah, the receiver or the DB was very lucky not to get a pass interference there. He didn't turn around at all, and as soon as the ball got there, he pushed him in the face.
And Bebout heads to the sideline. He's going to catch his breath. Got to shake it off and get back in there. Team needs him. Trips formation for the Indians.
They have a lot of passing that they can do under. They're playing pretty soft, so let's see what they do.
It's a fake handoff to Chase Props. Couple pump fakes, and it's a low throw. Incomplete off the ground.
Yeah, Aaron Conley didn't know what to do with the ball there. He pump faked 3 or 4 times. He's just got to get the ball out there clean for him and let him do what he's got to do. Or do what he can do.
And now Kyle Hunt will step out. I think Bebout's back in. He is.
Yep.
He's your near side receiver. The closest to the ticker on your screen. In black. Shotgun snap. Logan Hurst throws intended for Jake Hurst. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough pass. That's not going to be there. He's got 3 guys guarding him.
4th and 10. And a drive that had some promise ends up being a 3 and out. And Conley will punt this one to Gabe Jones. 7 minutes, a drive that took all of 19 seconds.
3 incomplete passes.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Timeout. Yeah, West Jeff had to call timeout there. They had people running on and off the field all at the same time right at the end.
So it's 30 to 22, an 8-point gap that Mechanicsburg has to cross in 7 minutes. And now they're going to kick the ball away. Unless Coach Forrest calls something tricky here, which I doubt he will.
Yeah, I doubt it. I haven't seen much, but West Jeff's coach is a little bit upset at their players. Somebody was not on the field when they were supposed to be there.
This is going to be big. Indians defense needs to come up big, assuming this is a clean, no-tricks punt. Mechanicsburg has to hold the offense once again.
Yeah, they do have Aaron Conley punting right now, so, I mean, there's no reason why he can't pull it down and make a decent throw. It's just a little risky on your own 33-yard line.
Yeah, that is not something, if you give it up, that's not where you want West Jeff to take over.
Well, they didn't put anybody back, so they're looking, no, they are going for it.
This is a big conversion. No, it's just going to be a clean punt. And it rolls past the 30-yard line to almost the 25. It'll be down at the 26-yard line. And so West Jeff will take over just shy of their own 25-yard line. And that's good field position if you're Mechanicsburg. That's exactly where you want the Rough Riders. In case you're watching or you're a fan of Cincinnati football, Cincinnati is up 10-9 against UCF in NCAA Division I play tonight. And in case you're like Tony and I and you're a Notre Dame fan, Notre Dame has Bowling Green tomorrow. At home, I believe it's a 3:30 kickoff.
Yes, sir.
Shotgun snap, handoff to Jones. Jones up the middle, and he's going to get shut down. The hole opened up and then was plugged just as quickly.
Yeah, that's what the Indians need to do the next 2 plays. Get them 3 and out and get the ball back and try to see if they can make something happen right at the wire here.
And it is chilly outside. The cheerleaders in their warm-ups, so you know the defense is going to want to get off the field as quick as possible so they can get over to the sideline and warm up.
I'm sure they're not chilly at all.
Oh, yeah, they have been running around for 3 quarters.
That's right.
Clock ticks under 6:10. 2 receivers, 2 backs, 1 quarterback. Handoff up the middle and brought down for minimal gain. Gabe Jones for about 1. 3rd and 8.
Well, this is big play right here. Obviously, they got to stop him here, and then they'll punt, force the punt.
5:39 to go. And Mechanicsburg needs to hold here. Can't have any lapses.
I think handoff to Jones.
I'd be surprised if it's anything but. 3 receivers, but we all know where this one's going. It's a handoff to Gabe Jones. Up the middle, cuts up the field,
He got
and is
it.
brought down. That's going to be a first down. No doubt about it, to the 40-yard line. Broke tackles, and Indians didn't wrap up.
No, they had a nice, again, the outside linebacker cut up, or defensive end got cut up, got pushed outside. The defensive tackle got pushed inside, and there's just a gaping hole there. He cut right into it, made one move on the linebacker, and got 8 yards, 10 yards.
And now a 1st and 10 for 40 from the 40-yard line for the West Jefferson Rough Riders. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Jones, up the middle, tripped up, and brought down after gaining 1.
That was a good tackle by Jake Hurst. He jumped that right up the gap and was able to stop him right at the line of scrimmage almost.
4.5 minutes to go in this one. The 41-yard line is the spot, 2nd and 9. And this is where those timeouts are going to come back to hurt Mechanicsburg. They wasted 2 before going for 2 points earlier in this quarter. So now they have 1 remaining. They're going to have to use it wisely. West Jeff still has 2 of theirs. 3 receivers. Handoff to Gabe Jones. And he's going to get drilled for a loss. So the defense comes up big there. There's a flag.
Late flag on the play.
In the backfield. Coleman stopped it.
Personal foul on the Indians for pushing his head into the ground afterwards.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that means an automatic first down. Wow.
You got to control your frustration out there.
Have to. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Nope.
And with 3:46, the clock continues to tick down. 1st and 10 from the Mechanicsburg 46 as West Jeff comes up to the football. One receiver in tight, 1 wide out. Gabe Jones brought down early. Tried to spin out of it, but couldn't get anything. That's Jake Hurst on the stop. And the clock's going to run. 3:15. 2nd and 11, a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're going to have to, if they get another stop on this play, they're going to have to take a timeout at the next one, try to save some of that clock.
And then what? Just use some out-of-bounds routes?
Use some out-of-bounds routes, passing it. If you don't catch it, it's incomplete. The clock doesn't hurt you there. It's the only way you're going to be able to march down the field that fast.
These timeouts could make or break the offense for Mechanicsburg. There's a handoff and brought down again shy of the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a further loss. 2:33, no timeout. 3rd down. Third and should be 12. The ball is spotted a yard behind the original line of scrimmage. 46-yard line is where it'll stay. And West Jeff is going to milk this clock as much as possible.
Too bad there's not a 2-minute timeout for a TV timeout, but luckily the clock stops with 1 minute 54 left.
West Jeff calls a Rough Rider at just under 2 minutes remaining in the game. We'll be back with the conclusion of the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching Mechanicsburg football on the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network. An 8-point game as we enter 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be a good end. And it's a handoff, fake handoff to Jones across the middle. Low ball, incomplete.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't to Jones, and it was?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Story of the night. Okay, it'll be 4th down and 11 here. Obviously, they'll kick it off.
Of course they would. And they're not going to try to fake it. They're not going to try to line up in a wacky formation and send it back.
At this point, you're just trying to use the time for the clock for your benefit.
Timeout, West Jefferson.
And West Jeff calls their
Wow.
final timeout. What a surprise.
Yeah,
Did not expect that.
You would think that they would want to save that one just in case they see a formation that they're not used to. They call a timeout real quick, fix their defense so that there's no problems.
Let's just call that a questionable decision.
Well, Forrest had one where he had to use timeouts back-to-back for a 2-point conversion, so why not West Jeff have the same problem?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? And there's a shot of the Mechanicsburg Tribe with Pride marching band. They continue to keep the crowd in it with their great music. And we'll see what happens here. Mechanicsburg looking to fight back. It is 30-22 on our M.I.B.N scoreboard presented by Blue Line Inks. Here's the punt. It's a high snap. A high kick. And Bebout's not going to field it. He's going to let it roll to the 10 and down at the 9.
All right, minute 38 to go, 90 yards. 91 yards.
Let's do it.
And a 2-point conversion.
To tie it.
To tie it.
To tie it.
I would take the tie right now.
I would too. I am looking forward to overtime. This has been a great game. Compared to the other ones that were blowouts for Mechanicsburg, this one's a treat.
Yes. I'd much rather have a close game like this one.
Even if we are losing, this one has been a really good game.
All right, let's see what they can do throwing the ball.
3 receivers for Conley. He hands it off. It's a reverse. Mac DeLong throws it wide open.
Go out of bounds. Go out of bounds.
And he is stumbled out. Let's see, does he get out of bounds? They say the clock will stop. That was 9 seconds.
stops for the chains. As soon as the chains are set, they'll start it going again.
But a nice gain for Mechanicsburg. Wasted only 9 seconds on that one. It's a minute 24. The clock is rolling now. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Conley, low snap, in shotgun. Pump faked it, in trouble, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Stops the clock at 1:13. 2nd and 10 at the 22.
That was close. They had a receiver that was about 10 yards past that was coming back for the ball, so I guess they were saying that was the intended receiver.
I'll take anybody as the intended
Yeah,
receiver.
you can't
I'll
throw
take
it
the
away
West
in high
Jefferson.
school.
I'll take Coach Bisher on the West Jefferson sideline as the intended receiver. I don't care. Just stop the clock. Minute 13, an 8-point lead for the West Jefferson Rough Riders. Mechanicsburg looking to tie it here. But we have a lot of field to cover. It's going to be a pass. Logan Hurst, high pass, caught. And they say he did hold on to it. And it is going to be a first down, so they're going to stop the clock to move the chains. As soon as these chains move, however, the Indians are going to try to snap the ball and get the play off. It's a 2-minute drill. Minute 4. In shotgun, Logan Hurst, a low snap. It's a high ball, incomplete, intended for Mac DeLong. 52.6 seconds.
Wow, some confusion up here. The near ref obviously stopped the clock. Coaches up here are yelling, start the clock, but he said stop it.
(30-22). Mechanicsburg has it at their own 31. It's a 4th and 1.
This will be 4th and 1 here. I'd like to see him do an extra count here and see if he can get him to jump off sides.
They have to try at least.
Yep.
Aaron Conley up the middle. He's got it easy. And now they're going to move the chains. The Indians are going to keep this speed going. Logan Hurst rushes in. The clock is going. 45 seconds. Got to get to the line.
Let's go, guys. You don't have a lot of time. Oh, there's a timeout.
And Mechanicsburg forced to use their final timeout with 37.8 ticks remaining in this game.
Forrest has got to stress that they do not have any timeouts, and they didn't have a lot there. And he wanted them to get to the line and go, even if they just spike it. Stop the clock.
That clock is an enemy, and so is the remaining yardage for Mechanicsburg. Still have 64 yards to go before pay dirt.
Yeah, that's hard. And you know, West Jeff is just hanging back, preventing the long throw.
Yep,
so you got to throw it underneath, try to get 20 yards and get out of bounds.
They know you're going to try it for the home run.
Yep.
They're saying, we're not even going to let you think about it.
I don't think they've gotten out of bounds after one of their passes yet this series.
Located in downtown Mechanicsburg, the House Cafe and Bakery can provide you with some of the best food around. Go visit them next time you're in town. Indians need to get this one. Crucial play. Bebout goes in motion. It's a handoff to Jake Hurst. Hurst stops, passes, and it's going to be an interception.
Yeah, Hurst just does not have the arm to get it to where Bebout was, and it was 5 yards underthrown right to the defender who was watching the ball the whole time.
And that is a backbreaker.
Yep. That'll basically be the game there. West Jeff will have to hike it one more time and just do victory formation.
What an end. (22-30). And the Rough Riders will come out on top here. It'll be Mechanicsburg's first loss of the year, and West Jeff will stay unbeaten. Well, I tell you, they almost got it done here.
Yeah, Jones just shredded them apart that first half, and they just could not stop him.
Yeah, not much you can do when it's the leading rusher in the OHC. I mean, there's only so much you can do to prevent the inevitable, right? He's going to go off, and Mechanicsburg just didn't do enough to stop him.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he had 140 yards this game.
I wouldn't either.
Or more.
I'll have to take a look at the stat line tomorrow morning, but
Yep.
he's got to be at least really close to that.
Yeah, he did a great job running the ball, and just Mechanicsburg could not contain him, and they could not tackle him when they did have him in the backfield a couple times. But other than that, they threw to him a couple times, but other than Jones, I don't think they had almost any yards.
I don't either. Well, we said it.
Yeah.
Remember, they were all incomplete or for a loss.
Yep, and I think the Indians knew that coming into the game. They just didn't have the talent to stop them this time.
I mean, everybody who follows West Jefferson football knows that Gabe Jones is their number one option, offense and defense.
Yep.
So it just came down to who was going to defend him.
Yep.
And it was a task that was easier said than done.
Yep, and we did not succeed at that tonight.
No, we did not. But
No.
there's always next week.
There's
At
always next
Triad. From the last time I checked, West Lib is in the 40s now against Triad.
Triad's
Triad
having
still has the goose egg.
They're having a rough year. They
Yeah,
have
they
a lot
are.
of freshmen
They are.
playing for them, and it's definitely a rebuilding year for them.
The one good thing that they have is Jacob Simonelli at quarterback.
Yeah.
That's one of the only positives you can look at when you look at the Cardinals' offense. But who knows? We'll see them in person. We'll be there at Triad High School. I hear they're getting a new track too.
They are, I believe, at the end of this, at the end of the beginning of next year. I don't think it's going to be in time for track. No, I don't think so.
Dang. I was
Unless you
looking
come
forward
back
to
and
having
visit.
a Triad invite. I was looking forward to throwing there. I was eager to see what facilities they'd have.
They haven't started it yet, so there's a lot of changes they have to make for that one.
Okay, yeah, fair. Wait, you mean you can't put in a whole new track in about a week? That's
No.
not possible.
Not when you have to move the stands to do it.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm just a little naive and eager to get this stadium underway, but
Yeah.
we will be at Triad for that game next week. But until then, this has been a great game. It was a pleasure again calling this one with you. Your
Definitely.
final score on the M.I.B.N scoreboard presented by Blue Line Inks: West Jefferson 30, Mechanicsburg 22. We'll be in Triad next week, but until then, I'm Caleb Spinner,
I'm Tony Muscadri.
and that's the game. We're out of here.